Samsaradava-nalalita-loka Pranaya-karunya-kanam-kanatvam Praptasya Kalyana-gunarnavasyam Bande Guru-shri-charinarvindam Mahaprabhu Kirtanarupya-geetam Vaditramarchan Surasenam Romanchakam Pashtaranga-bhajam Vande Guru Shri Charinarvindam. You know, dear devotees, when we hear like this, the reality check, it's clear that I haven't started the bhakti yet. Haven't started it yet. Didn't even know what bhakti means. Didn't even know. Just getting to know, oh, okay, is this what bhakti is? That a lover of the Lord wouldn't touch anything if it's not offered to the Lord, but takes anything that is offered to the Lord, though it is stale. Just getting to know, this is what bhakti is. And then where am I? Nowhere close to the vicinity. Then what is the hope? The food dust of those who have so much love for Bhagavan. That's it. That's the reality right now. Instead, if we think, oh, please tell something encouraging. Yeah, we are trying our best. We will do our best. At least we are doing this and we are doing our best. And it's not about how much we are doing. Doing part is there. But who are we leaning on to? What are we leaning on to? What is the purpose? Main thing is, what are we leaning on to here? We don't have to artificially feel like, yeah, we are doing our best and everything will be okay. And this is good, yes. Let's keep going, this is good. We don't have to do anything artificially like that. Feel pumped up and then and then go and then drop again. How much will you feel pumped up and then go for how long and then drop again? Don't have to be that way. Reality check. My position is this. My position is this. But I am very hopeful. Very hopeful. Very hopeful because these lovers of Lord, these Premi Bhaktas, their mercy is causeless. And their food test is very powerful. I'm nowhere close to Bhagavan. But this little drop, this little dust particle of the food dust of a Bhagavata is very powerful. That's why we are supremely hopeful. Supremely hopeful. That is being in the reality. For that, we don't have to artificially pump it and then fall after some time. This is our position. And we will worship this foot dust of the Mahabhagavatas, the lovers of the Lord. We worship the foot dust. Mahaprabhu ki tanarutya geetam vaditramarchan mansorasenam romanchakam shrutaranga bhajam Vande Guru Shri Charinarvindam. Shri Vigraharadhana Nityanada Shringaratan Mandir Marchanadam Yuktasya Bhaktamscha Niyunjatopi Vande Guru Shri Charinarvindam. Chaturvidashrim Bhagavat Prasadam Swatanna Triptam Haribhaktya Sangam Kritvaiva Triptim Bhaja Tatsadaivam Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam Shri Radhika Madhavayorapayo Madhurya Leela Nirupadhamnam Pratikshara Swadhanalolupasya Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam. How come these Mahajanas, they don't touch anything that is not offered to the beloved, even if their body is needing it? They are thirsty, the body is thirsty, the body is hungry, but they wouldn't send anything if it's not offered to their beloved. How can one be like that? Their body may be drying up, but they are doing the aswadana, pratikshana aswadana. So much aswadana from their beloved. They are inseparable from their beloved. So they're doing the aswadana, reciprocation with their beloved. And when something like that happens, that they don't get the food and water, that's not offered to their beloved, and their body is just starving with no water. For these lovers of Lord, it's a pleasure for them. The pain that is incurred to the body in those situations is a source of pleasure for them. Such is their love for the Lord. Such is their love for the Lord. How can this Baddha Jiva even understand the Lord? What to speak of love of Godhead, even to understand Bhagavan? How much have I understand? Without understanding the love that these Bhagavatas have for Bhagavan, what can I understand about Bhagavan? So that is their relishment. The physical body, okay, it's going through inconvenience, it's going through pain, but rasa, pratikshana, aswadana, their aswadana is happening. Their aswadana is happening with their beloved, and for them, that pain is the pleasure. Not having that, not having food or water, that's not available at the time, not offered to their beloved. That pain is their pleasure, and they're relishing that pleasure. Pratikshana aswadan. Nikunjayo no radikeli siddhai. Yayali bir yukti rapekshani. Tatrati daksha tativallabhasya. Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam. Dear devotees, do we have access to relish that kind of pleasure? Can we at least a little bit relish that kind of pleasure? Where the pain is there for the body and mind, but the pleasure is really there in the seva of Guru and Krishna. Yes, that's the whole point. That's the whole point, to look for that kind of prasad. That happens, after when a rubber is there, you stretch it to an extent. After it is stretched so many times, it passes the elastic point. In other words, when you stretch that rubber, after stretching for so many times to such an extent, it will not necessarily come back to its original size, because it has passed the elastic point. Like that, in our bhakti, the moments will come. The moments for yajna will come. The moments for seva will come, where the body and mind would say, oh, oh, oh. Do you really want to stretch? Oh, oh. Then we want to think, yajna sishtasina santa muchyante sarvakil bishai. Then only, when the body and mind is stretched to that point, ouch, ouch, then when we hold on to the foot dust of the lotus feet of the lovers of the Lord, they will give a little taste of, yes, this is good. Then that pain of the body and mind turns as pleasure. Pleasure. That is pratikshana swadhana. That pleasure for Bhagavan. So that's the pleasure that the Bhagavatas are relishing. There is really pleasure there. There. It is there. And they have to give it. So we stay tight at their lotus foot, at the dust of their lotus feet, so that pleasure can be given. Where the pain is also pleasure. Pratikshana swadanalolupasya vande guru shri charanarvindam nikunjayo no radikeli siddhai yayali bir yukti rapekshani tatrati daksha tativallabhasya vande guru shri charanarvindam. Once we get a droplet of the taste of that pleasure that's caused from the pain of the body of the mind when it is getting purified, we get a droplet of the taste of that, that's really the prasada. And then we don't feel like tasting anything more, because that's so tasty. That kind of prasada is very tasty. That's how these the lovers of Lord are intoxicated in that kind of taste. Not that, oh, I will do what I want for Krishna, and I will call it bhakti. That is gratification. Gratification in the name of Krishna. Gratification of the food, senses, of everything of this world. But there is pratikshana aswadana is something beyond that, where a pain of the body and mind becomes the pleasure for the spiritual senses, because it's pleasing to the Lord. Yasya prasado bhagavat prasadam, yasya prasado nagati kutopi, dhyayam tu vam tasya yasya trisandhyam, vande guru shri charanarvindam. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha.